You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
The Toronto Blue Jays walked away from Miami with a well-earned 5-2 victory over the Marlins on Friday night, and this game was filled with moments that kept fans locked in until the final out. It was a matchup where pitching held the spotlight early, but it was the timely bats of the Blue Jays that eventually made the difference. The game opened with both sides showing patience at the plate, but also a bit of hesitation in finding that early momentum. The Marlins had a couple of opportunities to create damage in the early innings, but Toronto's defense was steady, and the pitching staff kept things under control. A few base runners were allowed, yet no real breakthroughs were handed over in those first few frames. The Blue Jays, meanwhile, seemed to take their time before finding their rhythm. The turning point came when Toronto's offense started to string together key at-bats. A couple of well-placed hits opened the door, and before Miami could settle back in, runs were being pushed across. The Blue Jays managed to build a lead that gave their pitchers something to work with, and that cushion would prove critical. Fans could sense the momentum shifting, and it was clear the visiting team had started to dictate the pace of the game. Miami did not fold, though. The Marlins fought back with a couple of strong swings that brought 2 runs across the plate. Energy inside the ballpark picked up, and for a moment, the possibility of a comeback was very much alive. But Toronto's bullpen, which has been a reliable piece of the puzzle this season, stepped up and shut down any chance of further damage. The late innings were controlled by the Blue Jays. Patient approaches at the plate were rewarded with additional scoring opportunities, and one more push helped stretch the lead to a comfortable 3 runs. That breathing room gave their closer the confidence to attack the strike zone in the 9th inning, and the Marlins were unable to mount another rally. By the time the final out was recorded, Toronto had secured a 5-2 victory. It wasn't a blowout, but it was a performance that showed balance, solid pitching, steady defense, and enough offensive sparks to keep the game in their hands. For the Blue Jays, every win matters as they chase positioning in a tight playoff race, and this one added an important checkmark in the win column. For Miami, the loss was a reminder of how small mistakes can add up against a team that knows how to capitalize. Still, their fight to put runs on the board late showed resilience, even if the result didn't tilt their way. All in all, it was a clean, competitive matchup, and fans saw another glimpse of what Toronto is capable of when all parts of their game come together at the right time. Stay subscribed for more videos.